I think that's good. Ziranium regeneration also sounds really good as well. While Tristan is exposed to Ziranium, he rapidly regenerates health. But why would he be rapidly... Like, this has no bearing on fucking anything. What a useless... what a useless set of perks. Like, only if we're on Ziranium. Or in Ziranium. Does he just automatically gain Ziranium? I think. I don't know. Maybe go Ziranium energy. I just don't know why. We'll do that. Why not? We'll just do this side. It feels useless here. I did this, right? Yes. Good. Alright. Can't redo that later. Okay. We're good.
Stimulants, medicaments, drugs. Get your drugs here.
Tired
Drugs.
of firearms that explode in your... Mind telling me if I still got both my eyebrows? Never mind. Brows all.
You do not.
Feel free to go.
Alright. Shock rifle, reflex sight, and trench shotgun. Damn. And then Agatha. Damn.
It inflicts grievous bodily harm on other people.
Yeah, Tristan doesn't really do much damage, but I like the combo of Marisol and Tristan. Just because Marisol, the control abilities that she has are just so good. So good. Alright, let's see. Journal. Dawn of Glorious Betrayal, we should do that. Tristan's just gonna go with me to go do stuff, I guess. And I've got to figure out where this is, so let's go ahead and just go to the incognito. Just have to figure out where the glorious Dawn cell is. Oh, it's back on Eden. Alright. Well, we need to go back to Eden for a couple things, don't we? We have a mentioned thing, and something was mentioned that we had to deal with somewhere over here. Alright, we're going to leave that alone. Oh, right, hold on. We need to go look at Tristan's... Hello, Niles.
Glad you stopped by. I had something I wanted to ask you.
Oh, good.
Now that we're out of pulping distance, are you sure about recruiting that Arbiter? That hammer's a fine piece of weaponry, sure enough. How much can we trust the hand wielding it? I'm flattered. But if there's any match to be made for a Directorate agent, you've just brought him onto our ship. Armed. Arbiters ain't like us. Facts matter less to them than personal judgments. Once the boulder's going, someone's getting crushed. I've seen it happen more than once.
Good thing's on our side.
Right up until he decides we need a little judging too. I'm guessing you didn't come here to talk about Rao, though. So what's on your mind?
That was the point, actually.
Always up for a little backfence talk. But, well, he hasn't brought the hammer down upon us yet, so I suppose that's something. I still wouldn't play the odds on him choosing us over the Protectorate if it came right down to it, but I'd be happy to be proven wrong there. Sure thing.
Yes, that's the exact reason why I came to talk to you about it. All right.
We did good by all the folk in Golden Ridge. If we hadn't eased the pressure between the Order and the troops at Outpost Opportunity, the kettle would have blown its top eventually. Instead, the ceasefire can remain in place, and folk can sleep soundly. Thank you. Sure. Got someone in mind? Not only is he a couple smokes short of a pack, he's also insufferable. I try, Commander, but boy, he makes it difficult. Who knows? Could be that he could change for the better if he breaks free of that Protectorate nonsense he's intoxicated with. But I won't hold my breath. Oh, I got a lot of choice words that would have even Val covering her audio receptors, so I'll spare you most of them. I just hope we don't regret letting Azza on board. She ain't right in the head. She's damn near bloodthirsty. I'll keep my distance when I can, but I promise you, if I perceive even a hint of threat from her, I will deal with it. Ain't often you see an elder solving an equation with one hand and stabbing someone in the eye with the other. So the real question is, does she get along with me? I sure hope so. I'm keen to learn about her, though I reckon she's more of an abacus than an open book. Set in her ways, methodical. And law help you if you jostle her.
Leave? What do you mean, leave conversation?
Oh, I got a lot of...
Okay. That seems like a mistake, but... Okay, that's Zane's drone. Lucy the Crabble. Hello. I don't like that you've inked on the floor. And we have Xyranium Manta Wasp, which I genuinely despise. Alright, we gotta change that. We'll take the Crabble. That one seems alright. Alright, let's talk to everybody else in the joint. Hello, Val.
Arbiter Rao has been admitted to the ship. This unit will proceed with a Protectorate Welcome Protocol, which may include burning, prodding, and/or light electrical shocks. Agent Ibarra refers to this as somatic tolerance testing and really funny. Readying database. Which member of the Incognito would you like assessed? Arbiter Rao shows a ready commitment to serving Arcadia. However, his loyalty to you is still under assessment. If forced to choose between this crew and the Protectorate, there is a higher than average chance he will defy you, Commander. Under such circumstances, this unit advises inflicting damage to his knees first to reduce mobility. Agent Delgado has asked that this unit not provide unauthorized updates on her aptitude or well-being. She instead requests that anyone wishing to form an opinion of her speak with her directly and within striking distance. Agent Delgado has also asked that the following addendum be provided. That last portion was a joke, to some degree. Multiple warnings have been issued to Deputy Agent Leitinger regarding knife safety, and all have gone ignored. This unit is...
I enjoyed that. I'm actually quite interested in Az's assessment. Hello, Tristan. What are these? Collection of adventure periodicals. Tristan insists this growing library of research material is strictly to help him understand the common criminal mind. Some issues are also a trove of information for anyone curious about the universe outside the Protectorate. Same thing. Oop. Clipped to be just so. It's a bonsai tree. And there's some weights. No, that's a hammer.
This ship is certainly quaint. The grease stains and thrice retrofitted pipes give one the thrilling impression that the ship might burst into flames at any moment. I
Yes.
suppose there's something charming about its lived-in nature. Nevertheless, I have availed myself of the ship's cleaning supplies. Unsightliness is an enemy as sure as any other.
Yes, shut up. I hate that you have good hair.
Certainly. I consider myself an open tone. Quite well. I am able to uphold justice wherever it may flag. Bolstered, of course, by your steady support. Was there more in this vein you wish to discuss? She taught me all that I know. Her teaching style was stern, but enlightening. If ever I erred, she would teach me to avoid making such a mistake in the future. Though she did not raise me from infancy, I was brought into her tutelage quite early. I spent a great deal of my life looking up to her. Her death weighs leaden on my shoulders. We must find her killer and bring them to justice, lest justice in Arcadia truly fall to ruin. Why? He is of the Matriarch's direct lineage. Only he possesses the understanding to lead us all. Someone not Matriarch ordained would bring the Protectorate to ruin. May his leadership of Arcadia last for many years. I hope someday to be party to his glorious presence. If I had one wish, it would be that he leaned less upon the Consul's guidance. The Sovereign alone knows what is best for Arcadia. Meddlers should not be abided. In every respect, save being humans, and perhaps even that is arguable in the Sentinel's case. Where Arbiters uphold justice and loyalty within the Protectorate, the Sentinels operate on its fringes. They are clandestine operatives, little more than alleyway backstabbers. I find them wholly unnecessary. As you might expect, they are the Consul's pet project. Enough about the Protectorate, then. Very well.
Oh, what was your upbringing like?
Straightforward. I was trained from a young age under the tutelage of Supreme Arbiter Marthana Andros, alongside my co-protege. Only those rated most highly on the Protectorate Acumen test could be placed even among the ranks of Arbiters. And to be mentored by the Supreme Arbiter herself was a great honor. Moreover, she taught her proteges to seek out evidence before judging as they saw fit, despite the fact that an Arbiter needs nothing of the sort to declare something a crime.
Actually making sure a crime happened before you punish someone. How impressive.
An Arbiter would never abuse their power. Every action we take is on behalf of the Sovereign and upholding the Protectorate. In any other society, I could see such a scenario resulting in anarchy, but the Protectorate is Matriarch ordained. Our devotion is ironclad.
Let's see here. Yeah, number 1.
Precisely. If the system did not work, there would be chaos, which is why all within the Protectorate must work to uphold it. As the Protectorate's most elite, we proteges needed to be able to think flexibly and adapt to situations that faced us should they require adaptation. At least, I believe that's why. Would that I could still ask her. Alas. Sneer all you like, but our society has operated in this manner for more than 100 years. Normally, Arbiters do not need to prosecute, for all operate as they should. Ask, and I shall answer. Who amongst our motley assortment would you care to discuss? I find Agent Ibarra most curious. His system of values differs from my own, but not so much as I would expect. I look forward to understanding him better. He faces an interesting dilemma as an isolated member of the Earth Directorate. As do you, of course. I hope you both remain steadfast to your values. She is an endearing piece of engineering. Her continued functionality, despite her advanced age, speaks to a skilled caretaker, though she retains certain quirks. Earlier, she bumped into my head, bleating, "Please do your part to keep the incognito clean. Remove any and all foreign mineral deposits."
I like this guy.
She is an enemy combatant, and were I not in your command, I would be honor-bound to bring her low. Yet, she is also oddly intriguing. She does not possess the scavenger's appetite of her colleagues. Perhaps if I came to know her better, I might, find techniques to use against her fellows. Her decision to break from the corporatists is impressive indeed. I merely hope it does not muddy the waters of her resolve.
I'd be interested in how that relationship continues.
Marisol possesses a calculating resolve that has nothing to do with mathematics. Had I anything to fear from her, she would have struck already. I can work alongside her, but I shall keep my guard high nonetheless. I have absolutely no inkling whatsoever why you would choose to bring a deranged cultist aboard. Aza's kind plagued Arcadia even before the invasion. To be forced to call her colleague is almost more than I can bear. I can only hope she does not see it fit to pilot our ship into a rift to sate her own macabre ambitions. Verily, idle gossip hardly suits an arbiter anyhow.
They could all just get along at some point, right? I hope.
Did you need something?
Let's see here.
Happy to provide unbiased observational data. Ah, your young colleague. Competent, practical, crack shot. Saddened by his years of isolation, but also honed like me. He would be a formidable target of assassination. Oh, he seems like a nice young man, dear. You want me to say something nice, dear? He has good taste in adventure serials, I suppose. Otherwise, no redeeming qualities. She has an aptitude for killing, although it's quantity over quality with her. I'm glad she's on our side, but I'm still sleeping with my goggles on proximity alert mode. I must admit I wrote off these corporatists as shallow bit obsessed simpletons. I still do on average, but she falls far outside their norm. Her model is a design classic, and the aftermarket mods she received from Niles are most impressive. We'd be dead many times over without her. She makes me laugh more than anyone. Inquire away. I may even respond. Sometimes, with purpose. Don't you as well? Do you draw some moral distinction between avenging harm and nipping it in the bud beforehand? Between covert and overt means? When all is said and done, are those in your ledger any less dead than mine?
No.
That so? Hadn't thought you felt that way. Didn't take you for a pacifist. Just a mite less homicidal. Some were proprietary. Often they involved forms of subtle persuasion, others more overt influence. Now and again, more direct means were required. I'm not hearing a question. Oh, I am a dedicated member of the Order. Beyond that, there's really little you or anyone need to hear about. Consider yourself lucky. You already know more about me than anyone else I've met in the last 20-odd years.
Well. Need to know more. Let's go with number 2.
Information free of context can be off-putting, confusing, dangerous even, if misjudged. I mentioned before I was part of the Department of Preemptive Causal Redirection. My role there, you may recall, was head intercessor. I was tasked to influence pivotal events, to keep the solving of the equation on track. Something occurred. I needed to step off the board a while. Dorado appealed to me because it was off the board but not completely remote. There I could lie low for a time, but observe. So I believed. Our department was shuttered shortly after Ruth Pissar took office. To avoid undue attention, I remained in hiding. To put it mildly, after the incident in question, seeking refuge seemed prudent.
Okay.
May all our travails add to the equation.
I think that's everything, right? God, that is so annoying. It sounds like popcorn.